Good evening. It was an unusual and shocking moment in the Alberta political scene yesterday. Danielle Smith, the former leader for the Wildrose Party, crossed the floor and joined the Progressive Conservative Party under Jim Prentice's leadership. Anna Canotfate took to the streets to find out what local residents think.
That's a brave move from her, I think.
Brave. And that's how some people are describing her bold move. But not everyone agrees.
I'm thinking campaign money should be refunded. I just call it a personal opinion. They supported her and then she just says, okay, well, I'm not asking you any questions, but see ya. Not happy about that.
I think that the people who voted for the Wildrose Party feel betrayed. The vote is a precious thing, and we were sold a bill of goods if you voted for the Wildrose.
The big question is why, as she was the head of a credible party with more than 80 candidates in the last election, and though they lost, she was in a powerful position.
Nearly won the election by saying to those of us who are just simple voters that everything the Conservatives did was quite evil, and that they had a far better platform and a much wiser way to govern Alberta. All of a sudden, this is not true.
To return to government the Conservative values and principles that I've spent my entire life defending.
If she's truly going to represent her riding, and she's comfortable with the new direction, then it would probably make sense to get on board. I think there's going to be some challenges with the Wildrose to differentiate themselves.
I feel for her, but I think she's done the right thing, and she realizes that what Prentice is doing is basically what she wants done. Two parties agree on the same thing. How could you say that you don't want to support him?
8 members of the caucus followed Smith to the PC party, leaving 5 Wildrose MLAs. There is some doubt as to who will be the official opposition, but political analysts are saying the Speaker will follow precedent and the Wildrose will remain the official opposition. Anna Canotfate, Newcap News.
Cold Lake City Council is a little upset at the town of Bonnyville. This comes after hearing through the media that the town was interested in speaking to them about getting money from their Cold Lake air weapons range. That deal was signed with the provincial government. Fraser Snowden explains.
We're shocked and a bit angered that years later we're still having to fend off a deal that we were told to go seek, and one that the province has signed with us, the City of Cold Lake.
The revenue which comes in from the oil business on the range is projected to bring in $19 million this year. This helps Cold Lake with sustainability and infrastructure. Councillor Bob Buckle says there isn't any more to hand out.
There is no surplus. There never has been a surplus. So we were a little taken back on what information the mayor of Bonnyville actually got, that there was a surplus.
At the time of the signing, the city was battling a $350 million infrastructure deficit. Buckle says no other municipalities at the table stated they were having trouble when the agreement was put to paper.
I think it just boils down to a piece of the pie. I mean, the MD of Bonnyville and the town of Bonnyville, seem to think that the range money should have gone to the MD of Bonnyville for unknown reasons.
But the mayor of Bonnyville wants to reiterate they in no way wanted to lay claim to funding and just want to create dialogue.
It is to discuss it with everybody in the room, the possibility, opportunities, and some of the hardships and issues that we're facing, and the directives that have come to us from the province.
The city has been approached more than once on the issue since the signing and says it's not up for discussion, but they are always ready to speak of regional government. In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
The average cost of a litre of gasoline in Canada has dropped below $1 for the first time in nearly 4.5 years. That's according to price monitoring website gasbody.com. While many locations across the country have seen prices below that mark for a couple of weeks now, today was the first time since August 30th, 2010 that the average dipped to 99.9 cents. In a statement, the website operator says today also marks the 77th consecutive day that the national average has declined. Now the average price of gas in Lloydminster is around 91.0.